in the heart of Japan, where ancient tradition meets modern discipline, there exists a championship unlike any other. The All Japan Kyudo Championship, held annually at sacred venues like Jingu and Kyoto's Miyakomesse, brings together the nation's most elite archers in a contest that transcends sport. This is where spiritual warriors are forged, where a single arrow can determine years of dedication, and where hitting the target is only the beginning of mastery. Kyudo, the way of the bow, traces its lineage back over 2,000 years to the samurai class of feudal Japan. What began as kyujutsu, the art of archery for warfare, transformed after the Meiji era into something far more profound. In 1919, it was officially renamed Kyudo, shifting from a weapon of war to a path of spiritual cultivation. Today, the All Nippon Kyudo Federation governs this discipline, preserving standards that demand perfection in form, spirit, and beauty. The championship itself is a spectacle of precision and ceremony. Competitors, dressed in traditional white kyudogi and hakama, face targets positioned 28 meters away, each target a mere 36 centimeters in diameter. But here's what separates Kyudo from Western archery. It doesn't matter where on the target you hit. There are no points for center shots, no scores of 8 or 9. You either hit or you miss, circle or X, truth or failure. The tournament structure is ruthlessly elegant. In the preliminary rounds, archers shoot 8 arrows, and only those who achieve kaiichu, a perfect or near-perfect score, advance to the finals. The finals employ the Izume method, an elimination format where archers take turns shooting 1 arrow at a time. Miss once, and you're out. But from the 3rd round onward, the target shrinks to just 24 centimeters, a hoshimato that demands absolute precision. The last archer standing, the one who can hit target after target without faltering, claims the championship. Yet the path to this elite level begins years, sometimes decades, earlier. Kyudo practitioners must master the shaho-hassetsu, the 8 stages of shooting: ashibumi, the positioning of feet; dozukuri, correcting posture; yugamai, readying the bow; uchiokoshi, raising the bow; hikiwake, drawing the bow; kai, the full draw; hanare, the release; and zanshin, the follow-through. Each stage must flow seamlessly into the next, a meditation in motion where the archer's mind, body, and bow become one. The ranking system reflects this journey toward mastery. Beginners start at Sankyu, 3rd grade, progressing through the Kyu ranks before attempting their first Dan examination. Reaching Shodan, 1st Dan, requires that shooting form and formal movement align with standard technique. But the real test comes at higher levels. Goden, 5th Dan, demands that form, technique, and movement show refinement and spiritual energy. At the pinnacle stand the Shogo titles, Renshi, Kyoshi, and Hanshi, reserved for those who have achieved not just technical excellence, but spiritual depth. At the All Japan Championship, competitors are divided by these ranks. The Hanshi category, reserved for the highest masters, often features archers in their 60s and 70s who have spent lifetimes perfecting their craft. These masters embody Shinzen-bi, the supreme goal of Kyudo: truth, goodness, and beauty. When they shoot, there is no wasted movement, no hesitation. The bow becomes an extension of their spirit, and the arrow finds its mark as naturally as water flows downhill. The philosophy underlying this pursuit is shaho-hassetsu. If you shoot correctly, you will hit the target. This principle, taught by masters like Kenzo Awa and immortalized in Yugen Harago's Zen in the Art of Archery, means that Kyudo is ultimately a contest of the archer with himself. The target is merely a mirror reflecting the state of one's mind. A scattered mind produces scattered arrows. A calm, focused mind achieves natural accuracy. Training for championship level requires extraordinary dedication. Elite archers practice 6 days a week, shooting hundreds of arrows, refining movements that to the untrained eye appear identical. They sit in kiza, a formal kneeling position, for extended periods, building the physical and mental endurance required for competition. They study under sensei, who have themselves spent decades on this path, receiving corrections on the angle of a hand, the timing of a breath, the quality of their spirit. The championship atmosphere itself is charged with reverence. Before entering the shooting hall, archers bow to the kamiza, the place of honor. They move in synchronized groups of 5, their footsteps measured, their breathing controlled. When they kneel at the Hanza, the back line, and bow in unison to the target, the silence is absolute. Then they rise, take 3 steps forward to the shae, the shooting line, and the contest begins. What makes the All Japan Championship particularly grueling is the Izum format of the finals. Imagine standing before thousands of spectators, your reputation built over years of training, knowing that a single missed shot ends your run. The pressure is immense, yet the greatest champions maintain mushin, the state of no mind, where thought dissolves and action becomes pure. They don't aim, they simply release, and the arrow flies true. The rewards are modest by modern sports standards: a certificate, a medal, recognition from the All Nippon Kyudo Federation. But for these spiritual warriors, the true prize is something far more valuable. It's the confirmation that their years of discipline have borne fruit, that they have touched, even briefly, that state of perfect harmony where self and target, archer and arrow, become one. This is the path to mastery in Kyudo, and the All Japan Championship is where that mastery is tested, proven, and celebrated.